Hello everyone, I am so excited to be filming during the daytime. Usually I'm filming at night with a great big glare on my work surface, so I'm hoping everyone can see this okay. I just wanted to come on and share some cards that I've made recently. Super easy, clean and simple cards. Summer graduation, I'll save those to the end. But this first set, so I don't know if I've mentioned before, for anyone new to my channel, I at one point had cut down a bunch of my 12 by 12 papers. I took like one sheet out of like if there were 48 sheets and 24 of each, 2 of each pattern. I'm not making sense right now. I basically took one sheet out and cut it down to a 6 by 6, thinking, okay, I will then more easily be willing to cut it down and make it into a card. These papers are from an old hot buy stack at Michael's, I believe, but it was Amy Tangerine design. I cannot remember the name. I'm sure I can find it if anybody would like to know. But so I cut these down, store them in these art bins. I do store some of my 6 by 6 pads in there too, but it's just something that I feel like if I reach for, I want to get these used up, and I think I'm going to be reaching in and doing a lot more of these cards very soon, just to use up some of my pattern paper, because I have plenty of it, and oftentimes I was needing some birthday cards. I really didn't have that many on hand. The ones I had, this is really sad, but I wanted, like, I really loved each one, and I'm like, oh, I want to make that again. I don't want to send that out. Could have snapped a photo, right? But, so these were to people who would just throw them, so I couldn't quite part with them. So anyway, I just ended up making a bunch of cards I had seen in, better check and see if I'm in frame here, sorry. I had ended up watching a May Made It video where she showed a card set. Most of it was a tutorial on the actual box, card set box that you made, but I just was inspired by her layout. It was so clean and simple, and it was basically this, where it was, she cut each of the background papers to fill an A2 size card, and then 1.5 inch sentiment strip that she stamped out, and then she had those on the side for the gift card set. The individual could decide which sentiment they wanted to put on each card, but I just really loved how it was just a background paper, a sentiment strip, and then this scallop border on it. So that's where this idea came from and took off. So these just, I'll show you the stamp sets that I use. This is from a Stampin' Up! Sassy Salutations set. And then I'll just pop through these, but I really love how bright and fun this paper is. Here I had just some scraps left from cutting down the 6 by 6, and so I put those together and made another card. Just these are cards that I probably wouldn't send to my crafty friends who make like beautiful layered cards and everything, but for people who I know, I'm like, I just want to get a card out, it's still handmade, send to them, and you know, they aren't going to feel obligated to keep it. It's just a little stamping, kind of therapeutic to just put the papers together. This I just used some cutouts and some of the, like some other scraps of the paper, put it together for, this is again the Sassy Salutations. Again, I'll show you the stamp sets I use for all these. I like that. You made my day. So I use, this is an old Stampin' Up! Set, Sassy Salutations. It ends up being a good size for cards a lot of times. So I used the Feel Better on that, the Happy Birthday. And then these two sets I tend to reach, this set I reach for often. I wish I had a Happy Birthday on this set. I love this font. It's Avery L. Oh Happy Day. And it just seems to be one that I reach for again and again. And then this one is Handwritten Notes. And yeah, it's just a good size. You can add your own little, I'm always late with birthday cards, so I should always be putting happy belated birthday to you. But just a couple good sets. I got these off of Joann. These, obviously, when this set was available on Stampin' Up! Years ago. So, but you can check eBay or look around for that. So yeah, just clean and simple cards, easy to make. Get your pattern paper out. Use that stuff up. And then next, I just made a few graduation cards. So this one, I ended up using this background. This is popped up. So my niece graduates here in June, and her school colors are green and white. And I ended up making several cards. My parents can use them. I actually want to make a different card for her, something that's just a little more elegant, which I will share. I have an idea for it. I just have not had time to actually sit down and do it. But this is a cut. I believe this is, well, I shouldn't say this, but I think it's a Lori Whitlock. I will put I bought it several years ago, so I think I'm lucky to still use the 2019 on it. It had like 2016 to 2019, I think. But I will link down below, or I'll put the Silhouette store number for it. And it's basically a graduation hat and the graduation year. The background is embossed with a Park Lane embossing folder. And then I popped it on some foam, and that's it. Very simple. I don't know if my parents are gonna maybe use this one for my niece or not, but I really like it. I think it turned out cute. I did end up using a lot of, I also used some, I think it's the DCWV 6x6 stacks, the glitter paper. I picked that stuff up when the paper stacks are half price, or I have in the past. I haven't picked any up because I need to use some of it. But even at the holidays, you know, when there's like red and green, but then there's also gold and silver in a large stack of glitter paper, you can use that any time of year, and if it's a good sale, good time to get it. So I made those. And then I also had years ago Kate Kalthoff. I will link her YouTube down below. She's a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here. She's actually from Minnesota, but I've only watched her channel. But she made a graduation card using this Sizzix die, the Stars #2. I don't know if you can see this on the screen, but it just cuts out some stars. So you just place your card front panel, cut everything out, and it's just this panel that you just adhere to, that you cut it down to the size you want, adhere it to the front of your card. And I thought I'd just send this, so if my niece has some other graduations she's going to and wants to take some cards, then she has those to use, or my brother and his wife, if they want to hand out some cards, then they can use these. Now, after I made these cards, and I haven't had time to actually do this, this would make an awesome shaker card, and so easy, because I cut a foam panel on this one directly underneath it, and you could easily just layer in acetate in the middle here, and you'd have a very easy shaker card. So just something that I might do and show here if I get it done, but I just have not had a chance to do that. So so super easy cards. I then used, on one of the cards, I just took the stars that were cut out, they're already popped up on foam, and went ahead and layered those on another card. So, and then I thought just to layer a little bit of that silver scrap paper. I did that on this one too. But I will link to Kay's original video showing, this is like her layout. This is pretty much her layout exactly. And then these two are just a little bit of a play on that. She did use, this Congrats is also from an old Hostess set, Stampin' Up! Tag-tastic. So yeah, I have some of the tags that coordinate, so thought I would go ahead and use that. That's what she used in her video too. So anyway, I just wanted to come on and share. It's a gorgeous day out, so I'm going to be heading back outside, but wanted to take advantage of the daylight, come on and say hi, and I'm so happy it's summer. I'm just really excited for some nice weather around here, so I'm gonna go out and work a little bit on some plants. And anyway, thanks for stopping by, thanks for watching, bye.